Look, it's the traveler underwater. Diving in fontaine confirmed. Hey everyone, it's Oz. Welcome. We got 3.7 announcement livestream today, which was actually really fun and had a banger of a trailer. So as usual, I'm going to present to you what we're getting in this upcoming version in a nice concise manner. Starting off with the new character. We're getting one playable character, and that is Kirara. She's a two-tailed Nekomata or a CATGIRL yokai working as a courier in Inazuma. Kirara will be a 4-star Dendro sword user whose primary role will be a shielder. Her skill when tapped will deal some Dendro damage and give her a shield. And if held, she'll transform into this kitty package, obtaining a stronger shield, gaining movement speed, better jumping, climbing speed, and damaging enemies with Dendro upon contact. Her burst will deal AoE Dendro damage and leave a couple kitty Dendro mines. Oh, and her normal attacks do a little scratch because, you know, cats, so that's adorable. I'll be honest, I generally don't recommend rolling for 4-star characters, but I really do love her design and she seems like a really fun shielder for my Aggravate team, so yeah, I'm gonna try my luck and roll for her. Kirara will appear during the first half of the patch on Yae's and Yoimiya's banners. During the second half we're getting Alhaitham and Kazuha banners. This is probably like the best patch if it comes to banners, I mean personally speaking. Yoimiya is my favorite DPS, Yae is a really fun off-fielder, Kazuha's great and really fun, and Alhaitham, well, I don't have him so I can't say much, but I've heard his teams are really strong. The second character that is appearing in this patch is Charlotte, a reporter from Fontaine. She will be playing a role during the main event of the patch. As to when she'll become playable, that's not currently known. She reminds me a lot of Yanfei, maybe because of pink hair and red outfit. But yeah, I do think it's a solid design. Okay, so as I said, Charlotte will appear during the main event of the patch, Duel the Summoner's Summit. This event will revolve around our favorite card game, Genius Invocation TCG. We'll be getting an event story quest and a variety of minigames, like a Tour of Wonders, which seems to be an exploration/movement minigame. We'll basically have to reach checkpoints on time. Another minigame we're getting is 0 Hour Invocation, which is an unofficial Genius Invocation tournament where we'll have to play with decks that we can make with only certain cards. Aside from those two, we'll also be getting a rerun of Evermotion Mechanical Painting Puzzle, and of course, a new combat event. As a reward for Duel the Summoner's Summit, we'll receive a new 4-star bow called Ivy's Piercer. But that's not all if it comes to Genius Invocation. It seems 3.7 will be adding a ton of new cards with all the playable Archons, a PvP mode where you have to win 5 games before losing 3 times, and a PvE mode that seemed way too complicated for me. As for some other events, we're getting a rerun of Super Genshin Maker, or Divine Ingenuity. During this event we'll be able to make our own domains and share them with other people. This version seems to have many additions to the stages, like the Mechanicae, enemies, some purchasable buffs, and as much as I'm horrible at making stages, I'll definitely give it a go. During 3.7 we'll also see 2 or 1.5 combat events. First of them, Feast of Departed Warriors, will require us to defeat some bosses. Of course, if we want to get more points, we can choose some affixes that will buff said bosses. The stages are Thundering Manifestation, Bismal Bishops, Aeon Blight Drake, and all 3 of those. Truly disgusting. And the half combat event is a rerun of Phase Trials from 3.0. This will make us use a trial team to defeat enemies in a domain with the help of photo-taking mechanic. That actually does most of the job for us. That's why I'm saying it's a half a combat event. Alright, as for some other additions in the patch, Yoimiya, aka Best Girl, is getting her second story quest where she travels to Sumeru. And I just wanna say that she's the first non-Archon character to get second story quest, and she totally deserves it. We will also be getting new hangout, this time with Kave. I'm a big fan of those, so can't wait to do that one. And that's basically it for the patch. So in short, we're getting one new playable character, 4-star Dendro Sword user Kirara, some really good banners, Yoimiya's second story quest, Kave's hangout, Genius Invocation TCG event with not yet playable character Charlotte from Fontaine, Stagemaker event, 2 new combat events, and some permanent additions to Genius Invocation TCG, including Archon cards and PvP and PvE modes. So this patch isn't that big, especially if you're not a fan of Genius Invocation, but there are some exciting additions, mainly Kirara and Yoimiya's new story quest. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you'll enjoy this upcoming patch. So, have a great day and see ya!